getting down get a little bit competitive in you to go back in? Or were you always planning to go back in?
Well, that was just kind of the plan, just to go back and forth. But for sure, when we got down, I would definitely want to go back in.
What do you feel like you got the most out of this spring? Where do you feel like you developed the most? Where are you furthest along compared to?
That's a great question. I think just, last year I had a lot of, dissecting defenses, understanding what they were doing at a different level, at a more, complex level, I think. And throughout spring, I kind of felt that carry over. So that was good to get those reps again and to make sure that I was seeing things, seeing coverages, seeing front, seeing blitzes that maybe last year at this time I didn't see.
It feels like a lot of fans are going to leave this game really impressed and happy with what they have in Tez. And how cool has it been for you personally to see him kind of grow and develop with this team?
Yeah, it's been really awesome. He just provides a unique spark on offense. We don't really have a guy like that. It's just kind of a little scat guy. But he does a good job when he gets the ball. A lot of those receivers, they do really good in competitive environments, and that's what you saw today. Each and every one of them kind of made a play or two of their own. But yeah, I thought Tez made a really good play today.
You're looking forward to having some of those connections with Tez yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. Just watching him do that, I'm glad he's on my team for the fall. And, that's another thing that you don't quite get in spring games. You split the team up, so you don't really exactly have all your bullets. And so that's what I like about the season is you got all of us just kind of going in one direction.
You feel more settled in the program and everything this year than last year. I mean, last fall you felt you seemed pretty comfortable. But
yeah,
what is your two?
No doubt. Yeah, I'm a lot more comfortable just because another year and I know everybody much better. And I know where everything is. I know what time the schedule is set for, and you get to learn and meet a lot of new faces and meet a lot of new people, and everybody's kind of looking at me now, and so it's important that I take being comfortable and use it in a good way.
I think folks want to see what Coach Stein's offense looked like. Was this a good preview of what the fall's going to look like? Did you guys hold a lot back? Can you put a percentage on just kind of what you feel like you showed and just how many tools are left in the toolbox?
I feel like we showed a lot. We did, a few shots. We had drop back. We had quick game. We had some nakeds. We had some pocket movement. We ran the ball. We did a lot, but the spring game, so you don't show everything you got. And then the teams are split, so you still don't show everything you got. But yeah, he impressed me throughout the spring. I'm excited to play with him and to see what he does on a real game day because he's had success everywhere he's been. So I'm excited that he's our OC.
How did it feel to connect up with Troy again in front of the fans in Austin?
It was great. Hitting deep balls are always really good. That's kind of a lot of times the difference in football games is which quarterback can hit deep balls. And I thought Ty and I both hit some deep balls today, which was good, and that's what we've been doing in practice. But Troy had a great release and put up for a guy like that and let him run get it. And guys like that is how you win games, is just getting those guys the ball and watching them do their thing.
Last year, the offensive line you guys had, you could run the ball, I think 14 times in a row, I think it was, against BYU. How do you feel like the physicality of this group is coming along offensively for you?
I think they do a really good job. There's new faces, but they're still very talented players. And when you get them going together and they start communicating more and more with more experience as we go, they're only going to get better. And, with that group, the name of the game is just staying healthy. And so doing what's right throughout the season with their bodies and then staying healthy. And then the more experience, like I said, they have, the better they play. And a lot of that has to do with playing together.
And the center quarterback exchange is just such an important dynamic.
Yeah.
Where are you with Jackson? Where are you with Marcus? We understand he gets hurt. He's out for a couple of weeks. Missed the spring. So where are you with those?
I thought, we didn't skip a beat. I thought they did a really good job this spring snapping the football. Obviously, replacing a guy like Alex is tough because he's played so much football, but at the same time, he's not going to be able to stay forever. So those guys did a really good job. They're completely capable, really talented players. I'm excited to see them go and grow throughout a year and then see where they get to go from here.
Have you been able to develop any kind of relationship with Marcus Mariota?
Yeah, I've been able to hang around him more and more as he's been around, and he's a very professional, very awesome guy. You can just tell in his spirit, just how he carries himself. He's just very professional, and I can admire that about him. But he's a great guy. He's already been through what I have, and just been there, done that. And so he's definitely a guy that you look up to, and you want in your circle, that you want to be able to talk to and reach out to, and he provides that. He doesn't big time anybody. He's there for us, and I appreciate that about him.
You helped recruit 2 receivers out of the portal to come here this offseason already. There might be more on the way. What's your pitch to guys to join this team who, if coach wants to add guys to the offense in the portal, what are you going to be saying to them?
Yeah, I think on offense you want to have talent around you, and that's what we got. And that's what we went out and got with Trey and Tez out of the portal. And then, as other guys continue to develop, we got younger guys that have developed a lot this spring. But that's the thing for the coaches. If they want to go out and get somebody and they want my help, then I'll provide it. But that's what they're paid to do, and that's what we got to give them credit for doing. And they got the final say, and I'm willing to do whatever they want to do. But I do feel, I feel strong with the group we got right now. I feel like we go out there and win a lot of games with them, and I'm excited to work more and more with them and get through a summer.
What do you make of Ty's performance today? He was a little bit slow to start, but really got it going and got some nice steps that
Yeah, well, again, it's tough when you split down the middle because you don't always get reps with the same guys. And so I thought he played really good. He completed the deep ball several times. He stood in the pocket. He made some really good throws. And Ty's just a very consistent guy. He's not going to get too high or too low. He's going to go to the next play. He's going to make the next play. And he does a really good job in our offense of executing. And I thought he showed that today. Made some incredible throws, made some deep throws, touch throws, some firm throws. I think he showed it all today. And so being able to share a room with a guy like that is awesome.
You guys were on a certain trajectory last year before you got banged up, and it seemed like there were some personal accolades that were maybe going to open up for you as well before that Washington game. In what ways does that motivate you, or does it? Do you feel a little bit cheated about the way last season ended for you and your team, and how does that affect your attitude going into next year?
Yeah, I just felt like last year we could have just finished at times better, and we know that's something going in this year that we need to do. We were in a great spot last year and then didn't finish, so this year our goal is to go and be the best that we can be, and one of my personal goals is to win a championship. So, it's something that last year we weren't able to do, and yeah, that does bother me because I feel like we were in position to do that last year, or capable of doing it. So this year we got to, start over, go back when we get in fall camp, get in the season, just continue to work to finish those kind of games and make that next step.
And when you say championship, you mean?
Championship.
The national championship.
Championship.
Yeah.
Championship. Any kind of championship, because championships lead to other championships. And I also don't want to get ahead of myself either. But win one game at a time. I don't care about personal accolades. I don't care about stats. We can win 7-6, and if we win a championship, I'll be the happiest guy in the locker room. But yeah, that's just the goal, and we have a lot of guys that have that same goal. We just want to win the most amount of games as possible.
Kind of along those same lines, how does this team compare with the team you went into the fall last year with?
It's a lot different. A lot of new faces, new and different experienced guys. Guys that are going to have to take a next step and fill a role that they, may have sat behind or maybe transferred into. But we have very capable guys, and I felt like last year we had a lot of experience. This year we have, guys filling different roles, and our coaches are going to do a really good job putting those guys in situations to succeed. And I think just as we go, we just got to continue to keep the main thing, go out there and be the best that we can be, play hard, play together, give great effort, and then eventually it'll work out, and we'll be the best that we can be.
Last year you talked a lot about really trying to get yourself into the team, build that leadership, build that trust during the offseason. You don't have to do that this year. What's that kind of focus for you this offseason? What are you working on?
Well, I think to kind of contradict your question, I think every day you got to go out there and earn the trust of your team. I can't go out and be lackadaisical, be comfortable, because if they see me do that, then they think that they can get away with it, and that's not something that we want to have, that kind of culture. I have to go in there and work the hardest. I have to be the most consistent, show up, and then that's how you get guys to trust you. Because last year was great, but got new guys, got a new team, and the new team's got to see me as along with everybody else being consistent, being a person that they can trust. And so I think that's an important thing for me, is just to be the same guy I was last year, and don't have to do anything special, don't have to change, and just go out there and do my best for the team, and then everything will work out.
What's the next 90 days look like for you in terms of, it's a little bit of a different summer?
Yeah.
Not getting married again.
Right.
So are you going to Manning again this year?
Yeah,
or are you,
so
where are you going?
I'm excited to get into a new summer because school dies down and things die down. You got a few months to really get ready for fall camp. And fall camp's going to be important for us because like I said, new team, new roles. So those practices are going to be really important to get in shape, to be comfortable with each and every one of the guy next to you, and so that we can put together a team and go out there and play. And summer I like to get with the guys, not just only on the field, but a little bit extra film study. That's when you really mesh with the guys. A lot of the world is kind of on summer break, and a lot of the world is doing other things that we're here working together. So it's a good situation for us to get closer, build as a team, build on what we have, so that we can be ready for the season and go out there and execute at a high level.